Hello, welcome. Sorry for the delay. I had to reset some settings in OBS because I updated. But it's fine. They moved a few things around. I found them. It's fine. Everything's good. Good to go. Hello, Kangafango. Hey ho. Hey, Little. It's Milton to the Valley to the Railroad. Hello. How are you today? Good. How are you today? Yes, that's what you asked, but I'm asking you. Ha. Okay. So tomorrow is the premiere of Star Trek Adventures role-playing game by Modifius, of course, but our own game of that game. So our game played using their game system. Yes. Don't worry, you'll figure it out. Good here, good. 2. Cheers. Yes, good. Good. 2. Cheers. Yes. Okay, just quickly find the correct thing. Okay. Yes, that is good. Okay. Right. You can see the new interface at the bottom, including this section here, this setting, which is Start Virtual Camera, which is probably going to be useful at some point. So here we go. We'll be continuing to build our game using their system. Yes, but that's too clear of a way to put that. Virtual camera? Yes, of course. Hold on, this is in the wrong thing. There we are. Hold on, that's not right either. It should be like that, I think. That doesn't seem right. It's fine. So you blurred the understandance on purpose. Well, window panes sometimes have color on them, so yeah, that's the response. Hello, Yanni, welcome. That's probably a great sentence for you to join in on. How are you? Here we are. Okay. So last time we worked on this whole area, as well as some stuff over here. But of course, none of this is finished. We, like I said before in the last episode, we still need to do lots of detailing work in this area. So, or maybe we'll do some of that today. Right. Hey, Yanni, tired but fine, thanks. And you guys? Yes, I'm really looking forward to tomorrow, which is when which will be the premiere of Star Trek Adventures tabletop role-playing on this channel. So I'm really looking forward to that. Right. I'm alright, thank you. Good. Okay, so what to do? No, not the song. Right, so we need to do this little bit back here. We need to finish detailing around the roundhouse and putting grass and stuff on the little green bits in between over here. Chris, hello. You're very dark blue for me today. And the STA streams will be archived, yes? STA, yes. Hello, how are you? So I think we'll probably start, well, let's see. Okay, let's start with this area back here. Although I'm not sure. Should I have another baseball back there? I don't think I should. I think it's acceptable to have this end like that, because if you're all the way over here and you look down that way, yeah, it's clear that the map ends there, but I think that's okay, because there's enough of the landscape that you can imagine what the city looks like beyond. Both Chris and Yanni are both that slightly toned down orange. Really? For me, Yanni, you are a very nice lime green, the color that Swidar usually is on Twitch. And Chris, you're very dark, intense blue. Okay, so I think we'll start with this area. So, first let me just select the root layer, not root layer, and the no payware. And then let's get started with the splines. Okay. So yes, I'm still normal orange. Normal orange, yes. Just a little bit of grass over here and over there. Like that. That needs to go a little bit closer. I don't want that space between that. So it needs to go to there. And on stream, you're both Miss W is blue and Kangafango is yellow. Yes, Kangafango is always yellow. What a coincidence. For me too. Okay, so I want some sort of motorized vehicle over here. Oh, and I need to also, of course. Actually, do I? Yeah, I want to move that to over there. Yes, that little sign. So I need a motorized vehicle here. Oh, Komodo dragons. And a cat. Okay. 2 Komodo dragons and a cat walk into a bar. Hello, Alice. How about extending that 2D backdrop along the back edge? Perhaps. I don't know. It might look better just leaving it empty, but I might change it. How are you? You'd think Twitch would make their emotes look different, but they've got 2 duplicate ones. Oh well. You just got Friday Night Funkin' Malade. Oh, who? Me? Hey, how are you today? Okay. Let's see if I can find a suitable car. It would be nice. Dun, 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 dun. Caravan Tomb. Perhaps. Actually, one of these pickups, maybe. Sure. Like that. Yeah, I like that. That looks good. But maybe, although maybe a little bit more forward. Perhaps up to there might be better. Leaving enough space for the doors to open. Malade? Reference to the you just got coconut mallet. I don't know that. So far so good. Haven't heard either, but to be frank, or Bruce, whichever, that would be a good place for a tow truck parked next to the building. True. You are correct. So let's see, where did I place the last tow truck? Somewhere, yes. No, I think it was over here. Or maybe not. Okay, there's one over here. I'll grab that one. Okay. Here we are. You're right, it does look good. Okay. Building Matherantis. Okay, so let's try the 2D backdrop. If I try this one, thing is, I don't think it will look that good here. I think it's a bit too close for that. Although maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Let's see. Maybe if I shifted it slightly. Does that look good? I don't think so. The buildings look too tall. Maybe if I moved it into the ground a bit. Because I want the building height to be roughly the same as over here. I don't want it to be too tall. And then if I do that, then it doesn't look good. It doesn't look good. It would look better just like this. I think, well, not exactly like this, because I do want to put some more buildings back here in this little green space. But probably leaving it either open or putting a sort of other building to cap it off. Me peacefully thinking of Charles forgot about Parana. Thinking if Charles forgot about Parana. Charles, maybe filter for the author Brooke. She's made a great tow truck as well. Perhaps. I've already found one. Parana Paikaba route. Oh, is this the one of the Brazilian route? The one that you had recommended that I could maybe make next after the Milton Valley Railroad? Is that the one? You mean? The Land Rover one? Most of the stations had their own tow truck back then. I mean, it does make sense. It does make sense. I don't want that. There are too many of this type of building over here. Perhaps... Let's see. Yes, the Brazilian route. No, I haven't forgotten about it. I have not forgotten about it. How's this one? I think it's too short. Yeah, it's too... well... Maybe I could have it over here and then another taller one back here. Maybe one of these ones. Perhaps that one. Good! Yes, good. So far so good, yes I know. Okay, one of those. And perhaps one of these ones. Well, that's a bit too close. Perhaps like that. No, I want the same gap between the left and right sides if you look through. So like that, perhaps. Need to go a bit further to the left to achieve the look I want. Like this. Yeah, that looks better. And I will place a few one building behind there as well. Perhaps one more of these ones. Just sort of like this. Maybe the other way around, so that the tall bit is on the left. So like this. Now this is better. Maybe merging these two. Yeah, that's better. Great. When Southern Pacific T1 in Trainz? I don't know. I don't know. The PRR T1 is in Trainz, I think. Not sure if I have it installed though. I don't think I do. Or was it the S1? Not sure. Oh, this might look good somewhere. The city block. I forgot about these. Alright, not the PRR one. Also, Willis, since you had asked about what Optimacy 2 was, here's a clip Shada's made of my stream yesterday, if you're interested. I know what that clip is. I made it. Okay, so what should I put back there? I mean, I could maybe grab one of these big buildings. and put that back there. That might work to cap this off a little bit better. I don't know. Well, maybe. Too tall. It's too tall. Yeah, I like that. That looks good. Just kind of to end that, to cap that. Because with the angle, you could think that there's a road going back and forth between this. Trainz, did you see what I posted in Intro Misc yesterday? The monsters? Yes, I did, the monsters. What did you think of the Mimics monsters? Well, in the context of Roblox, yes, they look creepy and scary, but the whole, I mean, one of the things about Roblox that I don't really like is it doesn't, the art style of it looks like, to me at least, it looks like cheap plastic toys. Like the sort of thing you might find at Toy Master, yeah? Or Early Learning Center, or things like that. And though that's, I don't really, no, not Legos, because with Legos to me at least are a bit more precisely made, a bit smaller, more fine, so you can build things out of them that in total are more complex, whereas it's not really. No, I mean different stuff. Also, Legos are definitely not cheap. Well, maybe to manufacture, but not to purchase. But to each their own. What do you think of the monsters? They also had names, yes. Although the last one was just 3 question marks. I'm assuming that's intentional. Well, they were quite monstrous, I can say that much. Trainz, I think that building's a bit too short. No, I like it being that short there, because then it looks further away. Height, I mean, like Legos? Trainz, Early Learning Center, Toy Master stuff wasn't all bad really. Yeah, more Early Learning Center. So you're not a very good bus driver. Making the passengers climb over a wall to get on the bus. Well, he also made the map himself, so... But it depends on the product. I mean, Roblox does sell toys. They have a toy code. If you put the toy code in Roblox, you get free items. Yeah, but that's, yeah, I mean, just in general aesthetic, really. It's not, I don't really like it that much. Okay, so... bushes. We need bushes. No, I'm not trying to summon Slovak Eagle. I just want to place some bushes. Oh no, sorry. Here he comes. Here he comes. It's too late. I knew I shouldn't have mentioned the B word. It's too tall. The one with 3 question marks doesn't have a name that fits it, neither by the creator nor lore writers. You should add a hobo camp in the abandoned area. True. However, okay, I was planning to add that in session layers, in sessions, so that it's not always the same thing. Over here by the couch boxes. But I might as well add it now and then use bound layers. So, yes. Okay. Barrel. Let's see. One thing with this asset is just that the smoke is a little bit too tall for my liking. Well, yes, what happened was the following. I had stopped by the bus stop properly and let the passengers on there. Right when I started pulling out of the bay, the game crashed. And when I came back in there, it had preserved the bus position, but the passengers at the stop had respawned, so let them on where I was, half pulled out of the stop bay. They mostly call her the crocodile lady, for obvious reasons. Plus, all monsters are female except Kaito and Samurai. And yeah, the map is mine. Started it on the 21st of 4th of 2019. There's also a... I think I might be good to use the fisherman assets over here, because they're wearing sort of clothes that might fit over here. Like that. I think that fits quite well. Wasn't there also a Daryl? Barn, barrel, bar, bath, bed, box, car, building, cabinet, cardboard, carpet, car, chair. Yes. Presser, computer, concrete cooker, culvert, desk, electric, fishing boat? No. Fridge, garage. Gate, glass, heater, house. Ah, this is the one I wanted. One higher. Like that. Like that, probably. There we are. Bit of a size difference, but sure. Put it over by the abandoned house and maybe add a big tree so the smoke going through the branches. Perhaps. Although, big tree... not sure. Perhaps. I'll try it. Kyoto's a mariachi musician and he's Mexican. And they call him Michael Jackson since he's so much inspired by Michael Jackson. I think they would try to be a bit more hidden so that they're not too noticeable from the roads. Which is funny nickname. Yeah, funny nickname. Charing Cross, King Cross, St. Pancras, and so on. What is that relevant? Why is that relevant? That would make sense, yeah. They usually hid their camps in a wooded area, so they weren't easily seen. Oh, sorry. I see, yes, it does make sense. But thing is, I don't really want to hide the... Let's see. I think I'll place a tree first. Oh, wrong type of beach. These are not... That's a bit too big. Something like that, maybe. I think that fits. Although that looks a bit odd, having the smoke coming up inside the tree. Maybe the tree's not big enough. Although this just looks a bit... This just looks a bit too big, don't you think? I mean, that tree would have taken so long to grow. It wouldn't have grown that big. This hasn't been abandoned that long. A tree like this, I can buy, but I think the smoke is just too thick. I can see the reference. Oh, right, the reference. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, true. A couple of trees about that size. True. Actually, maybe I can place them inside each other, so like that, so I have a bit more dense. Yeah, I think that adds a bit. Let's maybe place a bit more of the other shrubbery around here as well. By the way, how do you know these? Is this like observations you've made or from personal experience? Or is it just logic? Right, let's see. Something had reminded me of that song, not sure what anymore. I can see the similarity, yeah. Smoke from the barrel going up through the tree so that it's dispersed and not easily seen. True, that's what I was guessing. Actually, that looks about right. Good. Although I will probably still have the barrel and the people session specific in most cases. Right. What are they burning in the barrel anyway? Dry fallen leaves? Probably wood, debris. Seen a few old abandoned camps and quite a few pictures. Oh, I see. Okay, so what do we do next? Actually, let's use a little bit of these shrubs around here as well. Just to add a bit more darker greens. A little bit over here as well. Too tall. There we are. Okay. I think maybe having a little bit of something over here might look good. Maybe a few of those trash cans, or rubbish bins, whatever they're called. I think trash is the American terminology. Okay, like that. Just a little bit of detail there. Okay. Right. So now, let's finish detailing this area. Right. Yes. Moving that down a bit. Makes sense. Maybe if I move the terrain up a bit as well. Just slightly. So just a little bit like that. There we are. Just a little bit of things like this. Just so it doesn't look as clean, I suppose. Hello, Beecher. How are you? Oh, that's not what I wanted. Oh, of course, because these points aren't fixed height. There we are. Almost done. Like that. Okay. Burn dead limbs, fallen from the trees. That seems a little bit morbid. Burn dead limbs, fallen from the trees. You mean, yeah, like branches, which technically, I suppose, might count as limbs. I don't know. Any scrap wood they could find or steal, maybe pallets from behind some buildings in the area or lumber from the construction site. I see, interesting. Thanks. Hello, man. Hello. Slitley, UK. Hey, Avija. I was train spotting when I just had an encounter with the ballast throwing gypsies just across the railway track. Really? Well, two questions. One, did they throw like why? Like, is it just a statement of rebellion? You're throwing ballast? Well, they are throwing ballast. And two, what trains did you spot? Right. Or slightly? Yikes. I have a feud with those guys since I was 18. Every time they see me and my girlfriend train spotting or shunting locos, they throw stones at us. But today I decided to stop it. Okay, if you're going to admit to anything criminal, please either don't hear or admit it to your local authority. Oh, I was train spotting when they showed up with fucking pant bells. Pant bells? Okay. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I wanted it like that. Yes. Belts. Oh. Oh, I see. And that's not right either. What's going on there? Is that... Oh, this might already be on a little bit of a gradient. Although I do think I'd like that. Because, oh, yes, it is a little bit bumpy there. I think that could work. Having it just a little bit bumpy on that side. The belts you tighten your pants with. Oh, I see. I see what you mean. However, I had my Desert Eagle replica. Oh, so you decided to scare them off with it. Oh, so did that spook them off? I pulled it out and shot a couple of shots at them. Oh. I hope that this story won't turn out like West Side Story. None of them hit, but they ran off. A replica, so what did it shoot? It's probably airsoft pellets, so plastic pellets probably. Anyway, yeah, I think this is coming along quite nicely. 0.2 gram BBs. Semi. Okay, so I think this is coming along nicely. Yes, it already looks much better. Although over here I think it looks a bit too uniform, the distance between the gravel coverings. I think, yeah, I like that. That's better. You've seen my new replica. I did post a picture of it in Interest. Yes, you did. So, could getting shot with one actually kill you? Well, I suppose it depends where. I mean, if you maybe get hit in the temple with it, I don't know. Perhaps? Or if it went in the eye, maybe? Or civilian injured? But hurt you seriously if shot in face. Shot to face. Yeah, like most things. I see. Okay, so this needs some sort of connection. I think I'll just have it a little bit of a crossing over here. Okay, like that. Need a bit of this other texture over here as well. And then I'll put some of those crossing boards over here, because this looks like it's used a lot. There we are. Although actually, I think maybe a little bit higher ballast over here. Like that. Good. I like that. Well, actually, let's put 2 on instead. Maybe 1 in the middle as well. Sure, like that. I think that's good. And then I'll want another one over here. Probably, just to have a little bit of crossing there. Not that much. There we are. Although I'm not sure if that would really be there. But maybe. I guess they might just drive over the tracks, although they might be a bit too bumpy. No, they would have it for forklifts and things. Do those look good here? Not sure. Do these crossings look good? These 2 crossing boards, these ones here, these ones over here. Right. If she bears skin, it hurts really bad, but no lasting injury. I aimed at the body, not the face. I know what an airsoft replica can do. I keep my replicas in a bag most of the time, but I won't hesitate to pull it out to defend myself. Well, I'm not sure what to say to that. I think the rails would be sunk down to ground level so it can drive across anywhere in the S area. Well, true. And over here there is gravel put up here, so maybe you don't need it. Yeah. Over here actually as well. Although I do like the idea of having it here with the forklift going across. Or maybe not. Maybe make them wider if the trucks and such were to drive over quite a lot. I would do that in the entire area. Maybe, but I think that might be a bit too boring in that case. Although maybe having a little bit more of it around. I think over here it fits a bit better. I think I'll perhaps like that. So it's easier to drive over without having them turn them into as much, having to turn into them as much. Perhaps. Don't think the company would want to pay for actual crossings. They would go with the cheapest thing they could get away with. That is true. Never forget capitalism, or I guess economics, or I guess greed? Never forget greed. Gotta keep the stockholders happy. True. I even warned those gypsies that if they throw stones at us, they'll suffer the consequences. Ugh. See, would this one fit good here? Splime. No. Different one looks better. I think I'll grab the same thing over here. From over here. Over here. Sorry. And I think I'll move this into the ground a bit as well. Okay, moving these down. No, not that one, not the wall. I like that. A little bit more here. Okay. This really isn't the proper venue to be discussing this kind of stuff. You could end up getting charted streams blocked. Yeah, I'm not that happy. Let's see, what else did you write? Even so, let them zoom, and even so, let them sue me. I'm filmed everything. Yeah, I mean, I would too prefer it if you kept that sort of thing out. I wasn't sure how far that was going. Right, although this turned out good. I did want, I think, a little bit of the other, because I did have a narrower grass texture as well, the one I put down to the ground here. Well, that's going to be a bit difficult to grab here. Where is it? I think I'll grab it from the other area. Where was it? Where did I use it? I think over here, actually. I think I used it over here, maybe. Although maybe not. So when a project gets stretched, gets this long. Here it is. When a project takes this long, then you sometimes forget where you used certain assets. Okay. Sure it is. Yes, looks great. Thank you. Okay. Of course, not this far above the ground, but it just moved into it a bit. Not that much. A little bit less. Oops. Looking better every day. Well, every day that I work on it. Because, well, for obvious reasons. Yeah, I like that. Adding a little bit more of that yellowy texture in there as well. Well, every Monday and Thursday. Exactly. Paradise snap to you too. Looking better every stream. Ah, there we go. There we are. I want to get these down properly into the ground. There we are. A little bit over here as well. Oh, I didn't click the right one there. Okay. I think I'll probably save. Might be a good idea. We will figure out the proper terminology eventually. Eventually, yes. But I find that that sort of thing also happens when there's stuff like in sessions. So it's like that you've got a session once a week of something, and it's like the session's coming to an end, and then you say, for example, okay, I'll see you. You mean to say I'll see you next session, but then you idly sometimes accidentally say see you tomorrow, because I mean the next day during which we will be doing this, but I just say tomorrow as that. I wonder if other people, how common that is. I think that looks okay for the most part, but I need a little bit of that other grass pline on the left side as well to kind of have the color balanced between the two sides. So a little bit over here, over there, Oh, I hope I can. Oh yeah, good. I said I was about to say I hope I can grab the other spline as well. As turns out, I was able to grab the other spline as well, which is good. Drag that down a little bit to there. Now grab this other one, and I want to have this spline in the ground a little bit over here. Just sort of like that. So we can have a little bit of a taper effect of the height going on here. Okay. Right, so I think maybe having small sheds around the place, a few, might be good as well. Also, here's a joke. At Donut, do not disturb 69 had posted in my Discord server today. What is the biggest city in Europe? Dublin, because it keeps Dublin in Dublin. Yeah, I see. I would say fairly common. Okay. Actually, I may be able to use the shed I've already used back here. The little one, this one. No, I don't like it there. How about there? And don't forget to add the small green swamp amphibians. Don't forget to add the small green swamp amphibians. To what is is that a reference to threshold, or to what specifically do you mean? To the turnouts. Oh right, of course. Yeah, I'll do that in a pass because I haven't done them along the entirety of the main line. This looks nice. Although, nah. That would be frogs. Can go. Yes. Oh yeah, those. Yes. Not sure where to put these though. Maybe they just want the right assets. Maybe one of these small warehouses, although this one doesn't look like it has a door. Actually, no, it does. Never mind. Of course, it seems obvious now. Perhaps the one there, like that. Little shed. Small warehouse. Okay. Let's see what this looks like with a bit more grass and stuff around it. That's the wrong spline. Don't think you really need more buildings in there. Maybe some of those open storage sheds with just a roof. True. Just something to cover the finished lumber out of the weather. That seems reasonable. I can already tell that's going to be a bit tricky here with the roundhouse because I don't want it to clip through, really, like that. Although, nah, too much here. Perhaps some small bits like that. Okay, let's find one of those sheds. This one. Well, maybe over here. I think that fits quite well. I was thinking about maybe having it over here, but it doesn't make sense. There's not enough space there that it wouldn't work. And I think this bit might be, yeah, I think that might be a little bit too tall. Plus it would get in the way probably. It's also too long, I think. Although maybe not. But no, it's too tall. It looks it looks so packed. Looks so packed in there. Or do you think that looks good? Do you think that looks good? I'm actually torn on it now. Calls out, Shed! Shed? Ah, there you are. I thought I told you to wait in the car. Something like that, maybe without the shelf in the middle? I'm not sure that I have one without the shelf in the middle. That's perfect. Well, maybe not. I got the feud with them because those gypsies made a rather rude joke about her. Yeah, well, I don't really know what to say to that. She doesn't like when people do that. Yeah, I don't really know what to say about that. I'll search for lumber. Perhaps I can find a bit of a better shed then. Ah. Perhaps something like this might also look good somewhere. Like that, perhaps. Just sort of by the entrance. Like maybe sort of an administration warehouse office thing, perhaps. Well, it looks more like a warehouse, but maybe this one might be a bit better. I'm trying to remember what lumber yards looked like here. Usually just a back wall and roof open on 3 sides. Yeah, but there aren't that many assets like that. I think that one might be the only one that I've got. That lumber shed. No, that's a lumber loader. Lumber stacks. No, don't have anything like that. So it's either this shed, which I don't know. I think I would prefer it without it here. I think it would look better like this. She finally fired a grenade upon them when we were at work. I don't know. I don't really like this subject. I mean, I don't have any input on that, and if it's getting into borderline criminal stuff, then I don't really want to talk about it. The boss was there too, and they hit my boss in the head. I don't know what to say to that. Almost broke my brand new Locust front windows in the process. Seems like the plot of some action movie. For real, these guys don't know when to quit. I see. Shutters, could you construct it out of individual assets or splines? It wouldn't look that great. Walls, roofs, yeah, I just want to tell the story. Yeah. Well, okay. I think this place is probably... I think I might add a few cars over here, but then I think... I'm not sure there's that much left to do on it. Okay. Right. too close. Like that. No, I think one car might be best. Hold on, I'll quickly, I'll just search. Maybe 60s. Not sure which car to choose here, really. Maybe... Sure, this one. I'll just place this one again. Because it's quite difficult to find cars from a specific time period here. So I'll just put another one of these ones. Like that. A few flatbed trucks to haul local loads. Yes. Good. Trainz, maybe you could put a roof using aircraft hangar splines? I think too modern, if there is even such a thing. Chevy Impala was a popular car. True, but it looks a bit too expensive. I don't really want it to look... Although, maybe this one. This one looks like someone bought a really expensive car, but then didn't have the money to repaint it and stuff, so it's just... On another note, I took some really good pictures of some locos before these gypsies showed up. Oh, interesting. If you want to share some of those in the train stuff channel, then please go ahead. We had a tan one when I was really young. Oh, is there a tan one here? You mean... No, that's too bright. Do you mean like this? You mean one of that color? That wasn't a real expensive car, but it was pretty average. Oh, I see, it just looks expensive. At least from a modern point of view. A little more brown. I don't have anything. Oops. I don't have anything that's more similar. But that's okay. That looks yellow. It does a bit. I think more cream colored. Perhaps a little bit or two, just to access these two gates there. A little bit like that. Okay. Right, flatbed. I think ours was a 4 version, photo version, if I remember. Okay. I just came to spot some trains with my girlfriend. Yeah, I don't know why you keep going on about this story. I mean, I get the point, and I know that maybe it's good to vent some of that if you've had a terrible experience there, but maybe not on a live stream. Okay. I'll post the pics in train stuff so you can see later. Hopefully pics of the trains, not those other... yes, trains. Thank you. Over here, maybe. Not the semi-trucks, but short flipper trucks. Oh, you mean like these ones? Although these ones look a bit old. Yes. Okay. Sure. Sure, his Bedford ones are British. Yes, but I don't have any ones that are more American. I don't think. And this one maybe. Perhaps this one actually. It does say Mac, so it's probably more American. They could use them in the 50s, but similar type trucks. Fords and these two Camels, Sentinels. Yes, that looks good. Good. Yes, good. I'll place a few of them. Oops. Tell you what, let's just put this on the temp block layer. That'll be much easier. Okay, yes. But then I would like to have one with that actually has a bit of lumber on it in a different place. Over here, maybe. There we are. Maybe like that. Yes, onto the trucks. Maybe if you'd lay some really long stacks of lumber sideways across 2 or 3 trucks? Nah. Yeah, probably not realistic. Looks good. I think it looks good too. Oh, maybe we can have a driver. Not a pile driver, like just an actual human driver. over here. Maybe just inspecting the things to see if it's tied up well back here. There we are. Good. Actually, most definitely not. But it might be nice if people find it. Or he's reaching up for the door handle. Perhaps. Bit too low, I think. I think it'd be better. I think I like it better at the back there. Like he's just inspecting something, maybe. Doesn't seem to be tied up at all. Yeah, that's why he's inspecting it. Oh well. Ooh, that could be nice. I like it better like this. Okay. Right. So I'll need a bit of the other texture down here. This is taking longer than I had expected. Checking the invisible tie-down straps. Yes, you have to check them manually with a hand because you can't see them. And if you hear them rattling around, then it's too late. There we are. Okay, I do need a bit more shrubbery over in this area. Just a little bit. Of course, invisible. Hopefully they're invincible as well. Oh, invincible. Well, depends on the situation. Doesn't it? Oh, I almost forgot that I wanted to have an entrance there. Hahaha. Or borderline invincible at least. Perhaps. Perhaps that might be better. Nice warm air coming in the window from outside. Well, a little bit fresh, but that's good because it's quite warm in here. I should save. Oh yeah, nice. Thanks. Thank you. I think that's too much. Too much shrubbery. It just, yeah. I think it looks better if it's a little bit more dispersed. Okay. Yes. I thought I already placed a little bit of that near here. Yeah, I did. See? I already placed some of these over by the hobo camp. Just moved down into the ground a bit. You can see them there. Because I don't want to obstruct the view too much from the train, from the player's point of view. Even if realistically they would want it to be in the least visible thing. Also, did you want to drive on the route today? I just remember you saying you might in the last train stream. I don't know. I feel like I haven't done that much work today yet, because we did do detailing in this area, but I want to make more progress. Especially since last time I drove on the other route. I mean, if people want to see me driving on the route, I mean, you can just look up a few streams ago, for example, the one with the Hiawatha locomotive or things like that, where I did, or the S7, I did drive at the end for a long time, the entire length of the route. And since then, nothing's changed, except for in this area here. So, even though I do like driving on this route, it would mostly be a repeat of what's, without anything added. Okay, I think I'll just fill this in with grass, really. Okay, let's try this. A little bit more there. And actually, I think I'll put a little bit of the gravel texture down here, because there is a door there that does need a connection, I think. If I can find the texture. Ah, there we are. Nope, that's the wrong one still. This was the one I wanted. Nope, that's still the wrong one. This one. Just back there, like that. There we are. Maybe a few of those. Wait, never mind. Short-term memory loss. Nah, didn't worry. I had forgotten too. Maybe I've just gotten so quick at placing bushes by observing Slovak Eagle that I did it too fast for the frame rate of the stream to keep up, and that's why you didn't see it. Ah, perhaps that is what happened. Alright, sure. I was thinking more along the lines of driving within the yard limits. What was that referring to? Sorry, I haven't read chat in a while. I'm not sure what that was referring to anymore. Yard limits, but it's fine. Ho, ho, ho! You should add a courtyard. Oh, right. You're right. Moment. Yes, I'd completely forgotten. Okay, so... Okay, I think we're gonna have to move all of this. Okay, let me just create a little bit of space here. Oh, I need to unlock the layer. Okay, let's just create a little bit of space. I think that it should probably be fine if I just... I'll move that over here temporarily. And then let's just put the tracks... Oh no, those are meter gauge ones. Those are not the ones I wanted. So I think that... Yeah, I mean, this is a better utilization anyway for it. not using the base. I mean, a lumber mill here really doesn't make that much sense. Actually, done. Post the pics with the locos I got in Trainz. Okay, I'll have a look at it at the end of the stream. Nice. We'll take a look on later. Planting shrubbery at warp speed. Shadows, you're the Speedy Gonzalez of Tiers 19 bush placement. No, that is still Slovak Eagle. Not ho ho ho. Oh, yes. They're not the best quality pics, mainly because I took them with my phone on Discords, and Discords need to compress the files before sending them. It's fine. Perfect. That should be fine. Okay, now, I like it better this way. I do. And I think that, I don't know, I seem to remember that I already placed a coachyard somewhere. I'm not sure where. I think I did, but it's been a while ago. Not sure where. Where was it? I don't know. I have no idea where I placed it. But I think that I did place it somewhere. We should be able to. I'll find it when I make sessions. Yes. That should be fine. Shadows, well, Slovak's the Roadrunner. I see. I like that big S curve. Yes. Haha, quirky. Okay. Right. Yeah. I'm out of it. I'll get rid of them. I'll get rid of these ones. We don't need these ones here at the moment. There, right there. Further to the right. It's literally right there. Right there? No, that's the locomotive servicing area over here. That's not the coachyard. Even though there is a boxcar there, but that doesn't make it a coachyard. XD. That's not a coachyard, Kango. There are no coaches in it. True. Not there. There. What do you mean? Not sure what I mean. Right, so maybe just adding a little bit of, just some amount of shrubbery, not much, a little bit, just a few of these ones in this bit back here. Yes, just add a few of these ones. No, wrong object. Oh, I need to lock the temp lock layer again. I'm so looking forward to tomorrow's stream. I really am. Because I actually wanted to live stream tabletop role playing for a while, but I was waiting for my own system, Tales of Vestia, to for me to finish it, so then we can do the live beta testing of it. And I have so much stuff going on at the moment, so many projects, so many things, that I don't really have time to work on Tales of Vestia. However, now with this, I thought, well, we could just do a Star Trek one, really, and then, well, yeah, and then that's what we're gonna do. And we're gonna, yeah, and again, I haven't done a one that's properly in the TOS era yet, with all that. Only the time travel thing, but then again, I had already said that we didn't really get into it, into a lot of what makes the TOS era the TOS era. Right, coaches as in railroad coaches, long distance bus coaches or golf coaches. I would say probably horse-drawn coaches. Shadows, you were waiting on yourself to finish it? Yes. Before I started streaming it. But then I realized that would take too long. And I didn't want to wait that long before I started streaming tabletop role-playing. Oops, not that. Actually, I'm fine with this area not having any bushes in it over there. Although I do think I need a few more here to create a consistent bush coverage of the ground. Okay, I think I'll add in the other ones as well to these ones to kind of have a little bit of a transition, so it's not such a harsh contrast. Well, I don't think waiting alone will do the trick. True. You must return here with the shrubbery, or else you will never pass through this wood alive. One that looks nice and not too expensive. You must return here with a shrubbery, or else you will never pass through this wood alive. One that looks nice and not too expensive. That sounds familiar. What is that a reference to? I forget. Okay. Right. Something just like that. Anyway, in Scrap Mechanic I've been working on my concept to tech heli, the Aurora AX45 Iron Mouse G. Okay, I hope it's going well for you. Not too flashy, but also not completely undercover. Wait, is that a police squad reference? Nee. I'm sorry, that clue didn't help me get the reference. Give me another clue. Is that a 1970s police crime fighter car chasey comedy series? We are the knights who say knee. Oh, of course, the Monty Python reference. Haha, there we go. That did it. Yes, I get it now. I get it. Haha. Been doing the tail rotor, which is just a reskin thruster, to rotate left and right horizontally. Well, yeah, seems like it's a useful part of the helicopter. Otherwise, it wouldn't work. Okay. So let's do this. Well, no. Let's put a bit of the. Actually, do I need to? No, I think that's good. I think that is good here. Yes. Let's put more of the grass over here. Knee in Romanian is actually said in order to shoo away a dog. Huh. I had no idea. Me. Then, when you have found the shrubbery, you must cut down the mightiest tree in the forest with a herring. Yeah. A red herring, perhaps? Dun. I don't want the S&D grass, I want the other splime. This one, yes, I think. Oh, but it's also used in the Moldavian accent. Nilal, wow, as an example. What does that mean? Gasp. What does that mean? No, that's the wrong splime still. It's still the wrong splime. Come on. I don't want the S&D spline. I think this one is the right one. Alright, what does that mean? Or translate, look at him. Oh, I see. Is a direct translation. Okay. Interesting. Yeah. I do like learning about languages. It's been a while since I've actually learned a new language, or rather one that I hadn't known before. But I do still like learning about languages. And my guess is that I would also really like learning a new language, but that would take too much time for now. I think maybe moving this a bit into the ground so it's not as tall over here. What does it look like from this side? Yeah, it looks better from this side, especially with how dark it is. If it's a bit further in the ground. Okay. That already adds so much. Perhaps even a little bit back here. Just like that. Yes. What would y'all say are the 3 defining features of TOS, or recurring themes / scenes? Well, I would say a sense of independence, so that the crew of the Enterprise is so much more on their own, because it's only very, very, very rare that they find another Federation starship, even if there is one. It seems like in TOS, the Star Federation starships are so far apart, and they only very rarely contact the Admiralty or Commodores or whoever for input or things like that. And so, yeah, it really seems like they have to be much more self-reliant than other people, which leads us nicely over to the fact that the Reliant was actually the first other Federation starship that we got to see, class, the Miranda class, the Reliant. But yeah, so that's the first thing I would say. And then, of course, also the fisticuffs. So the the fist fights that they tend to get into, of course, as well. On the planet, of course, the uniforms getting ripped apart, and then I would say also a more pronounced sense of comedy, because in the original series, especially a lot of the banter between Bones and Kirk and Spock, as well, of course, also Chekhov and Scotty, there's quite a lot of comedy there, which is lost, or at least to a large part lost, in the later series like TNG or DS9, which are generally far more serious. Not saying that TOS isn't serious, but it's not as serious as the other ones, usually. So I think those are the 3 things. Those are my top 3. What are yours, Mr. Kango of the Fango? Alright, interesting. Haha, Reliant. Yes, exactly. I see. I'd agree. Independence, yes. 1. Kirk always gets the girl. Well, not always. Not always. There are some. So Spock actually also has quite a few. There are quite a few episodes where Spock is the one who some girl is attracted to. Of course, this side of paradise comes to mind and that whole thing. But there are quite a few other episodes, and of course Spock almost never reciprocates those feelings, of course. At least not openly. But I think that at the end of every episode, Kirk doesn't really get the girl because they have to hit the reset button. So even if in the episode there is a situation where I mean, quite often Kirk does kiss around, stuff like that, but I don't think get the girl because there is really no relationship that can be had in that context. In that show, really. Because of the way it's made. But yeah, I get what you mean. 2. Kirk always gets his shirt ripped off. Yes, true. That was included in the fisticuffs thing. 3. The engines cannot take anymore. Namor. The engines cannot take anymore, Captain. Yes, true. Which is also part of the comedy aspect with the, I think, Scotty's, of course, Scottish accent, which I think is based off of an Aberdeen accent. Of course, the actor was Canadian. So, even though a lot of people, even Star Trek fans I've spoken to, thought that the actor who played Montgomery Scott was actually Scottish, but no, he was Canadian. He just was quite good at doing accents. Yeah, hand-to-hand combat. XD seems accurate. Shadays, so independence, fistfights, and comedy? Yes, I would say those are, like, independence maybe more self-reliance in terms of the crew itself. Like, there is no big Starfleet fleet that's gonna back you up, that can be here in maybe an hour. Because in the original series, often there were quite long times, because it's like, it's something is like 3 weeks away, or the closest starship is to, like, something, yeah? Or you get to those isolated colonies where, like, a starship like stops by maybe once every couple of months, if not maybe years. And yeah, that's, I think, probably the main things that I would think define the original series, as opposed to the other series, of course. Looks at camera. Oh, sorry. Yes, fistfights was definitely one. You are overthinking it again. Oh, was that with the Kirk gets the girl thing? Another one I'd say is Aberdonian. What? That's a thing that defines the original series. Aberdonian. Not sure if that word exists. Yeah, I had no idea where Duane was from. James, that is. Self-reliance, yes. Scotty's rule: always tell them it will take 4 times as long as you think it will take. So when it takes twice as long as you thought, they think. So when it takes twice as long as you thought, they think you are a miracle worker. Yeah, and he actually admitted that it was in one of the films. It may have been in Star Trek 4. I'm not sure. And then again, of course, in Relics, in the TNG episode Relics. For getting it done in half the time. Yes. Yes. Well, Captain, it'll take 8 hours, but I know you need it ready in 2, so I'll have it ready in 1. Yeah, like that, yes. Although I think it was 6 and then 2. Sure, it's XD. The Aberdonian wasn't referring to that. Relics. Yes, Relics was the episode, the TNG episode, where they found him on the Dyson Sphere. It was referring to you saying, I think the accent's based on the Aberdeen accent. Yes, I know. Wait, look, I never painted this. I never painted the ballast underneath this one. Ooh. He had to lecture Geordie on giving proper time estimates. Yes, that was such a fun episode. As well as, of course, because in that episode, we really realized that Picard, even though Picard, of course, loves the Enterprise, the actual ship that Picard had a family on for a long time, even longer than the Enterprise, was the Stargazer. Because when Scotty and Picard are in the holodeck on the TOS Constitution class Enterprise bridge, Picard gets him, I think, some Andorian brandy or something like that. And they talk. And then when he says that back in my day you could tell the speed of warp just by the vibration of the deck planks or whatever. And then Picard gives some of his insights into what it was like on the Stargazer, and that sometimes he would do anything to be back on commanding the Stargazer, which is, I think, a really important character moment for Picard. If you remember that episode. Oh, it's raining. I can hear the rain on the window. No, not that window. That window, I mean. USS Janolan, Sydney class? Yes. If I recall correctly, crashed onto the Dyson Sphere. Alright, you know. What? You told him how long you actually think it'll take? Ah, laddie, let me tell you. Yes. What? You told him how long you think it'll actually take? Ah, laddie, let me tell you. That was not a very good Scottish accent, but yes. That was so nice. I do wish, well, whenever I say I wish something, then I always think, oh wait, but if I actually had a wish free, would I really want to use it for this? And then I think, probably not, because there are more important things I would use the wish for. But if there was a wish that I could only use on things like this, then I would wish that in Star Trek Generations, either Picard would have gone back to the Excelsior, for example, or the Enterprise B, to go with Kirk there, to fight whatever was going on there, or Kirk would have come on board the Enterprise D as well. Just some sort of thing there, not just them meeting in the woods somewhere and then doing that. I think probably having Picard go back in time, or maybe having the Enterprise D go back in time to be there with the Enterprise B. I think that would have made that film much better. I do like the film, but I do think that it could stand improvement in quite a few areas. There is an episode, Trials and Tribulations, Trials and Tribulations, I think it was called. Was great too. Yes, because in that episode, because in the original episode, Trouble with Tribbles, when Kirk opens up the bay thing and then all the Tribbles fall down on him, you can see there are a few Tribbles that are just kind of falling down, a couple of them, onto him, and it always looks a little bit weird, like someone throwing them down. And then in that episode of DS9, they did actually, Jadzia and Cisco were in there looking for the thing, and they were actually just throwing Tribbles over the shoulder, and those were the Tribbles that then land on Kirk in the original episode. That was, yeah, you could tell that back in those days, those scriptwriters really did care for the continuity and for the history that it had. In my opinion, at least. That white concrete around the ash pit looks too bright and clean. Maybe add some dark grey or black ash smudges around the pit. Perhaps, if I can find a good thing for it. This, yeah. Unfortunately, this is part of the asset. Although maybe I can move it down, actually. Nope, it doesn't allow height change. So I can't really do anything about that because this is part of the model. I can't move it down either. And that wouldn't look good because I have to have the dig hole there. So I can't really do anything about that, unfortunately. Shadows, yeah, I can't remember much about it, but it does sound like it would be better. Trials and tribulations. Oh, it is tribulations. That was tribulations. Tribulations. I see. Yes, exactly. That was great. Shadows, how about adding grime objects on top, if those exist? Well, there are those oil patches, but those are just black splotches on it. Shadows, that was the joke. Tribulations. Yes. I know. I thought it was tribulations. Tribulations. Oil spills. No, they wouldn't work there. I can't really do anything about that, unfortunately. Okay, so we've just got a few more of these little areas to fill in. Tribulations was play on the word tribulations. Yeah. Oh, yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense that way. That's why I probably misremember the name of the episode. Okay. The rainy air is so fresh, so nice. Maybe even a little bit in here. I said it before, but I will say it again. I'm so glad that this... I didn't choose... I'm so glad that I chose not to make an electric route on stream, because if I had to electrify this entire route, like, we wouldn't be getting anywhere with it. Like, at all. No, not at all, but at all. Yes. Yeah, yes, that one. Yeah, coal piles, nah, good. I like rainy air too. Electrifying that yard would be a nightmare. Yes. That would just take so long. It would just take so much time. Yeah, good. Like rain too, yes. I regret that. Okay, so with that, what still needs to be done on this side of the yard? Well, for one, we need to get Denise Crosby. Oh no, sorry, wrong type of VR. Of course, we need to do this bit back here, but I'll do that when I make the transition over to the other part of the city. When I make these two areas go together. But I think that might just be everything here. I think it might just be. Ooh. Damn it, Jim. I'm a live streamer, not a full-time electrician. True. And yes, about the pipe. I guess we could make it go all the way to the street. But I'm not sure if I prefer that. And yes, I do realize I'll have to fix the fence like that. Perhaps. Although then, well, I think that's a bit too far. Okay, add coaches to the courtyard. Haha. No, I'll do that for sessions probably. Right. A trench going up to the fence and put some of those patches in the street itself. Yes, the patches. That is a good shout. Perhaps a little bit of a better curve. Like that, maybe. Okay. And I'll get the spline. Ooh, that looks good. What was a recommendation? I'll need to get the patch. But I'll have to update my operating system first of all to update to Service Pack 3, which is the patch. Sorry, wrong patch. Okay. Actually, it would probably be in that direction more. Maybe like up to there, and then like that, perhaps. Actually, I'll decrease that height a little bit more so we don't get any Z fighting there. Which incidentally, if you don't know, Z fighting is when there are two faces right on top of each other, two surfaces, and the computer doesn't know which to display, so it just kind of wiggles around between both of them. Patch in the sidewalk and street where they dug them up prior and connected to the pipes, the construction site. Yeah, but I can't really put a patch in the sidewalk though, because that wouldn't look good. You probably just took up the plates or part of the poured concrete and then put it back. Ooh, that's good. That looks good. Reminds me of those pipes in Human Fall Flat's steam level. Oh no. Oh no! Now I must get rid of it, otherwise I'll be reminded of that. No, it's fine. Maybe take out a 3x3 section on the side. We're going to put in a lighter color blocks. I don't think I have lighter colored blocks. Plus it's on a curve, so all these splines are on that curve, and if I did that, then it would mess up the curve. I think I'm probably going to leave it as is, because, I mean, you're not really going to see that much anyway from over here. You're going to see the thing, and if you go over here, then you can follow that along here, but I think I'm going to leave the sidewalk as is. So is there anything else that I need to do on this side of the sidewalk? Of the main line of the yard. Except, of course, for filling in this area, but I think I might do that. Well, I guess... No, I'll probably do that when I do the other side as well. I will need to add invisible roads at some point. But I'll probably do that after I've upgraded the service pack. Streetlights as well. But I'll do that when I do the lighting pass on the map. I think this may just be it. Go to the end of the tracks again. Which end? This end over here? Yeah, I guess I should probably connect this up to there, and that would technically be on this side of the yard, but I'll do that when I extend the main line, don't worry about it. This end, yeah. What do you mean? Or was that the joke you were spying your eye on to make? Or whatever, what's it called? The joke you were hoping to make. Wait, okay, I'll wait. Now what? This is not making for a very exciting stream if I just have to wait all the time. No, looking pretty good. Nothing obvious jumps out at me. Good, because it's the sneaky things that jump out at you that really scare you. No, go back. Looking this way. What do you mean this way? Do you mean like that? Is that what you mean? Like this? XD. What do you mean? Yes. What? What is it, Kangafango? I think he is having human flashbacks. I think so too. That bright side of that house on the left. Oh, right. You mean... Oh, right. That's a thing. Yes. A billboard. Mm-hmm. You're right. That is a good thing. I wanted to do that. Nope, that's not right. There we are. Huh! Do you remember these trees? Of course, with the lower textures. Okay, let's find a good one. Although, if this was a Dovetail Games route, then do you know what would be on there? Just a picture of a big burger. Just a picture of a big hamburger. Vote for whoever. They're all the same anyway. Yes, that's actually really good. Because it is mostly true. There we are. I need to move it in a little tiny bit, I think. Or maybe out. Probably around there would be good. Is that touching? I think it is. Maybe not just. It's a bit difficult to move this properly. I think that's good. Although the little brown edge of it, I think having the brown edge go up to there. There we are. Flashback. Oh, those, not sure. Fly Europe? No. Or that, XD, great. Or how about Vote Saxon? If I had a Vote Saxon poster, I would put it up. It would be a picture advertisement painted on the side of the end, not an actual billboard, but they have that kind of asset. I don't think they do. I do not think they do. I think the closest thing we're going to get are, well, actual billboards like this. But you're right. You are correct. Set of building, yes. Yes, make it lined up. I have. Yay, set the building. I see. Well, at least someone sees. Yeah. I think maybe that one is enough. Because I don't really want one that has a shelf at the bottom or light thing. I'm spending too much time on this. Okay, so with that, I think we can actually get started on doing some more work over here. Because, I mean, yes, we could connect these up. But that's just... On this side, we haven't done any scenery since we made this field back here. Which was when we made this farm area. Yeah, so we haven't done any work over here yet. So I do really want to do a bit more of that. Maybe we should get started on this area. I don't know. Maybe that's a good idea. Trainz, maybe connect it roughly and then do the left bit? No. No. Because connecting those two areas is going to take quite a lot of, quite a few tricks. Because, for one thing, we're going to have to transition from this sort of type of road to this type of road. Also, we'd have to kind of fix up all these loose ends here. Either have them turn off to the right or have some sort of, perhaps, I don't know, a green strip maybe or something like that to separate it so you can't see the transition, and you can't really do it roughly. Wait, well, since that factory. What do you mean, since that factory? What do you mean? I don't know what you mean by since that factory. Anyway, I think I want to do a bit of field work here. Getting back to nature, back to farms. Okay. Ooh, I'll have to have that road going somewhere. That'll be interesting. Okay, a little bit more back there, like this. Not like that, that's a bit too much. Just like that, good. Since the placement of that, what was it? With the tracks, the industry? I don't know what you mean with since. You say, maybe connect it roughly and then do the left bit, well, since that factory. I don't know what you mean. I think you're using the wrong word. I'm not sure what you mean. Okay. Right, let's continue the road. Those two messages weren't connected. Oh, well, it looks like they were. Sorry for the confusion, let me elaborate. Okay, then go ahead, please. Over here, I think I want a bit of a crossroads. After all, we need a bit of drama in here. Get it? Because crossroad. Yeah. Crossroads to crime, perhaps. Okay. Now, how do I want this? I think I'll probably have this road continue straight ahead. Then have this one merge in there, and then have an intersection here. Then have this kind of go off straight in that direction, probably. Then we'll need to have some sort of roads going off this way, but we'll deal with that later. Yes, Chair Anderson movie. Anyways, elaboration incoming. Red alert, shields up. We've got elaborations incoming. Brace for impact. All hands abandon ship. Yes, do those two things at the same time. Okay. Right. Let's just put in the. I guess I don't need the intersection object there. Guess just having it like that. Be fine. At least for now. Okay. Maybe connect it roughly and then do the left bit. Was its own self-contained message. Yes, you already said they weren't connected. Next 4 messages were referring to you saying you hadn't done any work on the side of the main line since farmland. Well, I meant scenery-wise. But I see now. Thank you for the explanation. I had just said that, well, you did do a bit of work on it when you had placed down that industry. Mm-hmm. Ah, right, I see. Yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense. No, I promise it makes sense. Okay. It does feel good to do a bit of work outside of the yard for a little bit. You're welcome. Apologies for the confusion. It was not my intention. Yeah, I didn't expect it was. Oh, do you remember these textures? Hahaha. Oh, I remember these ones. Never really found a good use for them. They just look too plain. Actually, I guess maybe a plain... No. Smiles. Okay. You can smile all you want to. Smile all you wanna do. You can lie all you wanna do. See if I care. Oh, I need to... Look, I can use the Milton Valley Railroad field trees pick list again. This has been a while. Hasn't it? Haha. It's funny because now it's actually the fields that are encroaching on the city, not the other way around. But usually it is the other way around. Wake up, Picklist! It's your time to shine! Little Picklists can do big things! Ah, yes. Ah, yes. Ah, these trees, I remember. These ones were the big ones. Well, some of them at least. I seem to remember them being bigger. Maybe I was just misremembering. Oh wait, wrong thing. I'm not entirely convinced that that was the wrong thing. Mwahahaha. Okay, let's move some of these down a bit into the ground. Just a bit. To get a bit of height difference. Okay, let's paint. We're painting the ground. Wait, what color? Oh, look, I never... Oh, it did. We're painting the ground green. We're painting the ground green. We know that it should already be green, but a different shade of green. That's why we're painting the ground green. Dum, 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 dum. Da 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 dum. Da 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 dum. Da 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 dum da da dum 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 dum. Okay, now Spline. Come here, Spline. I require your presence. No, not your presence. Your presence. Sign advertising large. And sign advertising small. Look like they could be sunk into the side of a building and would look era-appropriate. Oh, maybe. I don't recall which ones they were. Oh, perhaps. I knew you were gonna make the presents joke. I'll have a look. Billboard. Nope, wrong type of billboard. There we are. I don't remember where they were. Nope, definitely not that one. Sign advertising. That is the DLS. For the type of ads that were painted on the sides of buildings. That is the title in DLS sign advertising. Oh, I see. Oh, you looked it up. Oh, all right. Let me just launch. Hold on. There we are. It's a bit smoother. Yep, mistyped advertising. Oh, you mean... these ones, yeah, true. That one. I figured I would multitask for you. Oh, well, thank you very much. So let's have a look. Today, actually, I'll move this up here. I don't want to relaunch it at the moment. Your face cam's in front of it. XD. Yeah, it's fine. You weren't. I wasn't deliberately showing you that bit. You were just kind of there to see it. Or not. Oh yeah, right. I guess that, yeah, this does look quite good for this sort of thing. Oops. Yes, there we are. Let's have the CIA one as well. For all your insurance needs, Herman Schuherder, CIA. Combined insurance agencies. I think actually this one might fit quite well down here, like that. Of course, the insurance company got the better spot down at the bottom where it's easier to see. Huh. Actually, we could. Ooh, I've just had a nice thought. There is a wrecker service advertisement. So oh right, it was an older version. That's fine. So if I could put the wrecker service thing over here, and then maybe we can put it over onto the actual wrecking ball machine that we've got. Ooh, that's really laggy. I don't know why. I know a wrecker service is a tow truck. However, I think it would be funny because it is a it's technically a wrecking service. How big is the small one? Ooh, that's still very big, unfortunately. Although, I guess I could put it over here. Just so that for drivers. Like that. Yeah, I like that. Maybe a bit closer to the shrubs. Like that. No, there's not enough space for a DeLorean behind it. Usually higher up in the wall, so they were noticeable from further away. I see. I guess, yeah, if you're over here in a car, so then I'll put this one up higher as well. I was thinking more of a pedestrian's point of view, but I guess that, yes, it is also important from a car's point of view from the road over there. Quick look like that. Right. Yeah, else it would have been called demolishers, I'd reckon. Demolition services. You name it, we'll break it. They would not be placed too low on the wall where they could be easily defaced. Put it in front of the service station where the tow truck is. Top front corner of the wall is prime spot. You mean up there? The top front corner up there? Is that what you mean? Yes. Huh. Really? But you can't really read it up there, can you? Also, yes, I am aware that I'm technically just placing lots of propaganda at the moment, because ads that don't just give you straight facts without trying to influence you are, by definition, propaganda. Which, incidentally, the division of companies that deal with advertising was originally called the propaganda department, but it was renamed to public relations when propaganda got a bit of a bad rep in World War II. So, yeah, but it serves the same function, it's just a different name for it. Yeah, I like that. Now, over here. I like it better being over here on this plot of land that's not really used. I like it more over here than over on this side. Okay, actually, we've already gone half an hour over time. And I still need to find a thumbnail. But that's exciting, isn't it? Going back to this area and finally putting some scenery over here. Okay, right, sorry, I need to find another thing. Oh, I'll have a look. Huh. Yeah, you're right. It is up in that corner. But that building, I don't know, it is really tall, but the billboard there looks much larger than the ones that I have here. Doesn't it? Yeah, it does. Because that one is like 2 stories tall. So that billboard there is about this big. Not that tiny. Okay, it's really getting quite laggy here. I don't know why. Something over there. I'm not sure what it is. Oh well. So what should we do? Those were the largest I could find in DLS. Sometimes they would have 2 or 3 smaller ads tacked on one side. Ah, I see. Well, maybe I'll do that then sometime. Okay. Right, so I think I'll get the thumbnail here and then I'm probably going to end the stream. Because, well, I've got things. Yes. Actually, you know what? I'm going to also delete the little rulers back there because I don't need them anymore. There we are. Doesn't look as great with the embankment there without anything on it. Perhaps it'd be better come on. Like this, perhaps. Ah, that looks nice. Oh, I see. Yes, an example of smaller ads stacked. Yeah. True. The thing is that doing that sort of thing, it might. I mean, that looks like the sort of thing that would take a while to do. So over here, like this, if you're driving along here like this, yes, you can see. Okay, maybe I'll put a few more over here, like a column, maybe like that. But I don't want to spend too much time on this little detail there because it's behind the trees. You're only going to see it as you go by here, but it does add quite a bit. Anyway, right. So I think that is probably going to be it for this stream. So, with that and a little bit of lag, I think that I'm going to do shoutouts. So, first of all, tomorrow, the premiere of Star Trek Adventures, the system by Modifius, gameplay, of course, by us. Oh, that was wrong. That was the wrong thing. Delete that, yes. There we are. Okay. And Kangafango streams on Sundays. And on the DLS, if you play Trainz, have a look at Central Europe as well as College Railways, 2 maps. Just a few here and there on the buildings at intersections where the side can be seen. Yeah, I'll probably end up doing that. I will probably end up doing that. Okay. So with that, thank you all very much for watching. New OBS version that I've updated to, yes, very fancy. There's even a studio mode. where you can make changes on the left, which I know is an older thing, but you can make changes on the left, and then you can put transitions over. For example, if I wanted to go to the ready screen, and then I can click transition, and then it's going to transition there. So I can pre-plan what I want to do. Only now, of course, it's transitioned over to the wrong screen, so you won't be able to see it then. And yeah, I can cut back and forth if I wanted to. I can change the times and things like that. I can add other transitions and things. But there we are. So that is what studio mode does, apparently. So I'll just leave it. Hold on. Actually, that's not going to work, is it? No, unfortunately it isn't. I'm just going to leave it like this. Or maybe... Maybe I'm going to instead leave it like that, yes. There we are. Should be nice. So, darn, I have an appointment tomorrow afternoon. Hopefully be back to catch the end of the stream. Oh, well, it's only going to be character creation anyway. We won't start the gameplay tomorrow. So it'll be character creation, and then next week it will be actual gameplay. Right. Thank you for the stream. You're welcome. He wandered through the dense, foggy woodland, every tree seemingly taunting him with obscure and psychologically horrifying branch gestures. Branch gestures. Where was I? So, where's this castle then? He said to himself. The king told me to locate it, and it should be somewhere in the great Mukala forest. Seems to be nothing but a forest here, though, and I've been wandering through it for 2 weeks now. Just then, a tall, standing wizard-esque figure surprised him from behind. Halt, woeful traveler! What brings you the man interrupted the figure. Excuse me, young one. First of all, you do not greet me, you startle me. And you start throwing insults at me? What kind of a doctor are you? Well, it'll be session 0 tomorrow, so gameplay will only start next week. This week it'll be character creation. Although I'm not sure if there will be any insects there, such as bees. My eyes! Okay, that's good. Hey, whoa! Yes. B. XD. Yeah. Look, it's almost like we've got a little bit of a fog effect going on back here. In that little area there. That's interesting. That rhymed. Yeah, it did. It did. Look, it's like I'm drawing in 3D. Like, look at that. It's like I'm drawing in 3D. Like, it's a 3D shape moving backwards. And I can just draw the shapes over here. Like a road or something. That in and of itself is actually quite entertaining, I find. Anyway, right here then. Thanksies for the stream. I'll see you next time, and good night. And with water and steam? What do you mean water and steam? Good night, see you next time, and good night with water and steam. Ooh, nice. Typety McTypeface. That's an interesting fact. Haha, yes. And if I zoom in a little bit more, then we start going the opposite way. Then you can see it starts streaming off the side like that. That's also an interesting effect, isn't it? Especially also like that. Yes. Or how about like this? Ooh. Or How about like that? Anyway. Bye. XD. I'm sliding out of my chair. VFX with shoutouts. Yeah. Okay. So with that, I already did shoutouts. So thank you all very much for watching. This stream will be archived. I didn't mean to get sidetracked by the effects that much. And bye. VFX. You forgot some what? Did I? Oh right, I did. For it. Oh right. That's an interesting effect. Yeah. Haha. Shoutouts. For it to rhyme with chives and time. Yes, bye. Below for it to rhyme. Yes, bye Z's. Bye. Bye people. Bye people. Yes. The rain. The rain. The